Carpondros, what do you guys think while we're here?
And shit.
What's up? I'm selling out of ball pythons. Gonna do chondros. You heard it here first.
You heard it here first.
UK
folks.
exclusive.
Sell.
Give us a lowdown, guys. Come on, someone give me the tour.
A good example. So we can build wild, over-the-top stuff or super basic builds.
Welcome back to the Cryptic Chondros channel. Thank you for tuning in for another great episode. If you're liking the content, make sure you like, comment, subscribe, show some support on the channel. Today, in this episode, we're going to be watching the pre-party for the NARBC show at Bill Stegall's house. And we'll also be hearing from Steve and Ashlee from Focus Cube Habitats about the great work and the amazing enclosures they do. The next episode is going to be at Bill Stegall's house, showing his whole complete collection. We're going to be going around with Bill, looking at different enclosures, looking at the snakes in each enclosure, getting some one-on-one time with Bill, talking about the snakes that he's got. It is going to be epic. So make sure you keep locked in, like, comment, subscribe, hit that notification button. Let's go.
Are you shooting YouTube, bro?
It might be.
Listen, you gonna go like this.
We've got Bill Hoffman, Travis, Alan, Chuck. Go on,
What
Chuck.
up, UK? We keep talking to each other.
What's up?
We're in Bill's snake room.
Yeah.
We're doing the pre-show party.
We looking for the Burberry.
No, we're looking at. Is this something?
Focus Cube? I don't even know what it is.
I mean, what is this?
Give us a lowdown, guys. Come on, someone give me the tour.
It's expensive. We can't afford it, and we're not gonna touch it.
It has a mister and everything.
That's a reservoir down
It's a
there.
mister,
Right.
and it has a carbon dioxide filter.
They're talking about putting these in doctors and dentist offices. Instead
That's
of-
crazy.
Right, instead of aquariums, putting these in there.
Yeah, they can put it in the aquarium. They can't put it on the aquarium.
Yeah. Oh wow. Mr. Bill Hoffman. Sorry guys, thank you.
I don't think there's a make or break there. Granted, within reason, drop What's up, buddy?
The Stegall Mansion.
What's up? I'm selling out of ball pythons. Gonna do chondros. You heard it here first.
You heard it here first.
UK
folks.
exclusive.
Sell all your ball pythons.
Get
Get
in chondros.
into Green Trees.
That's where the money is.
Amen.
You heard it here first.
Let's do it.
I mean,
Let's see this, Mark.
That's a great animal. Dude, look at this thing.
It doesn't look like it wants to bite.
No, it doesn't want to bite.
Mark has great energy.
Thank you.
Yes. Sure.
Thank you, Amber.
Much less
likely to bite him because he has awesome energy. I have the Lord on my side.
Wow. Mark, that's nuts.
Hey, what's the Bible say? You shall pick up serpents with your hands and not get bit? Yeah. Didn't work out so well for a couple of those guys. Yeah. Those snake churches really went downhill. Must have had some skeletons that we didn't know about. Yeah. So yeah, I just needed a little bit of buffer. Yeah, you just gotta get my knees on today. That's my deal. Yeah, point it towards Bill's elbow.
Yeah.
Huh. Anybody else want to hold it? Yeah. Oh, they got it out?
That's so cool.
Yeah. That's a good looking snake. So cage defensive. Very, very ready to hunt at all times.
I mean,
Yeah. She's a sweetheart once you get her out. Oh, it's female? Yeah, that's why it's acting like that. All my girls are like that when you get in the cage. I actually don't need the gender. I'm not sure. Alex, do you know if it's a male or female?
Right, guys, while we're here,
Is it a male? Yeah.
Carpondros, what do you guys think while we're here?
I love carpondros. Hey, you cannot argue with the beauty of a carpondro. Some of them are butt ugly, dude. Some carpondros are really ugly. Yeah. Some of the jungle mixes are just muddy. Some of the coastal mixes, but a lot of them are some of the most beautiful snakes. This
it's a
one
jag.
particularly, I would say, it's unbelievable. I'll never make one.
And what is the Jaguar mix?
What is that mix?
It's 50-50. Jungle carpet and something. I saw a black and white one a few days ago in person that was 75% carpet, and it was
Still see some of the
black and white. Bill used to have a carpondro that was like blue. It was like blue, green, and black. It was unbelievable. And just randomly dropped dead. Had something go wrong with it, but it was the most crazy carpondro.
What's going on, young player?
I mean, scales on this. Do you want to hold it?
Yeah, let's do it.
Sal.
All the way from the UK to hold a Carpondro.
Yeah, there you go. What do you think?
Epic. Absolutely epic.
Half carpet, half chondro. The best of both worlds.
Amazing. What I like about it resembles more of a chondro than a carpet. You can see the mix definitely, but it's beautiful.
So we drive from Atlanta through. I sat on bed in the back of my van. It's smooth, low Alabama, whatever. As soon as we get out of Louisiana, it's like it's in the back. And I just like stuff's flying everywhere.
Sick. And now it's gonna go back and start hunting again.
Yeah.
How funny is that?
Yeah. Well, if that's the only place he ever eats,
Yeah.
I can see why that would be where he would be in hunting.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a cool snake.
Wow. Oh my God.
Look, it's gonna go right back to that same spot
Yes.
and just start hunting. That's so sick. That's cool. That's a cool snake. I don't care.
So, as you know, we're Steve and Ashlee with Focus Cube Habitats. We make any and all kinds of reptile enclosures. So from itty bitty to gigantic, we even make like replacement tops for exoterras. So we're trying to figure out different ways to essentially build a box. So you think, there's only one way to make a 6-sided gizmo, but I think there's a whole lot of improvements that can be made to the way that people currently keep. And I mean, here's kind of a good example. So we can build wild over-the-top stuff or super basic builds. We started off in the garage. I made a couple boxes for Ashlee with a little CNC machine. Had a terrible time. It didn't go well. I got angry and I kept making more boxes until I got better, and it's morphed into, whatever this has become. Yeah. So, we started off making a few with a little CNC in our garage, outgrew that. We went to our first shop, we outgrew that. We've had to buy multiple machines. We've got 2,400 square foot of space now, and it ain't enough.
We need double now.
Yeah, we're growing like crazy. So this is just kind of a sort of an example of the sort of stuff we make. So this is pretty cool. This is an automated enclosure. So instead of the old school, cut some vent slots in the back and hope it's good enough, this is an automated system that monitors humidity, moisture. You've got the full gambit of heating and lighting inside this thing. We've actually installed the Universal Rocks background in this thing. We've got all the probes, they're all mounted. We got special perch mounts for it. This thing's pretty sweet. Even plant clamps, silly thing like that, just to hold your plastic plants. So we make a ton of different accessories.
And what we're doing, what's down here?
Yeah, this is the stand right here. So this is what's going to house basically your water reservoir there. So that's going to pull water through that mist king pump. And in the top, there's actually a misting nozzle, so we can set it to mist periodically. And of course, when you add that humidity, you don't want to keep it in there forever. You want to remove it. So there's a probe up there that triggers this system to cycle that fan. And what it does is it pulls air through that charcoal filter. It runs through that fan out the back of the stand, and then it runs into the back wall. Yep, and it pressurizes the enclosure. So it's like it's a lot of volume, but it's not a lot of speed. So the velocity is fairly low. So what happens is when it pressurizes this area, it actually exhausts through this area in the top right there.
As Ashley's putting perches in, can we talk about these, because I love these carbon fiber perches. They're unbelievable. Do they come in various colors, sizes?
Yeah, so we've got, I mean, we make some that are 8mm, and we have some that are 30mm and everything in between. So we fit them to each enclosure. When I first came up with these, I just remember looking at, 2-foot arboreal cubes, and everybody used PVC water pipe. And I'm like, there's got to be something that's, you're putting a killer snake in there, and then you've got it on a piece of water hose, So that's when I had this silly idea to make a carbon perch. So we cut it and fit it on some old school T-mounts, and then it took off. So people went crazy after that. So that was kind of a thing that set us apart from everybody else making enclosures. Is we were the people who produced these, and everybody wanted to know more. And sure enough, this was a great eye catcher that got a ton of people to start asking us about stuff and starting to build stuff for them. And so the carbon perch was kind of a huge deal for us to kind of get going. But also, what's cool about these is we've also developed like a new mount for them. So instead of the standard T mount, this is actually like a clip mount. So if you've got a snake and they like to pull that perch off, this mount actually holds the perch in until you pop it out.
Oh, wow.
So that's pretty clever, and that helps keep them from pulling it off when they're going nuts in the evening and stuff. So that's made a big difference too. Probes, the way we've got them run, instead of having a bunch of bare wires running around everywhere in there, we've got cord covers there. We've actually got our probe mounted behind that cover, behind this cover, and we have yet another one on the other side. So it's super clean and everything's mounted where it's supposed to be, so you're not at home having to guess.
One thing that I really love what you guys do, and I wish we could have them just as much as your bibs, if not more for me, is your hangers and the Cambro system that you guys do, which absolutely blows my brain. I didn't see Cambro tops, so I went to Alex's yesterday.
Okay, yeah.
We don't have them in the UK. And it's tell us a bit about them racks and
some people keep. You're just trying to grow up an animal, and you want to, as a breeder or a person who's just keeping them, if you need a sterile environment that's space efficient, those hanger units have been awesome because those clear Cambro tubs, they allow you to introduce light cycles. So instead of having an opaque tub that's sitting in the dark, we've actually got optional LEDs that you can essentially put in the rear of those units, and you can start slowly light cycling them. So you can introduce them to light. It looks cool. You can see the snakes. So instead of, you got a dark, opaque rack, you're trying to look in there, seeing what's coming for you. We did a lot of development on those to try and get the heat levels the same. Because, with rack style systems, typically the floor is cold and the one up top is too hot. So we built probably 5 or 6 prototypes. We put them in every room of the house. We ran them in every condition that we could. And we've got the temp from, the third rack to the floor rack. I mean, they are super close to each other. We even had to design the feet specially so that you wouldn't have any heat soak in the rear of the unit to the floor. So we actually have them on these like PVC skids essentially. And if you ever get one and you look at it, you'll notice the way that those feet are positioned are not on accident. It's actually to minimize any heat loss from the back of the unit. So you realize when you start setting them on cold surfaces where the weak points are. So having any kind of feet in the rear, it just acts as a heat sink to the floor and it sucks it out. So you have to offset them to the corners and slightly forward. So you wouldn't think there's that much thinking that goes into one of those, but there's a lot of little details that make them work right.
Yeah, even like the supports are more baffled just because of the airflow within the system.
Yeah, and actually adding the front, it's not just an aesthetic piece. It looks cool, but it also helps minimize airflow running around it. So you have to offset the sides to account for the lights, and you don't want a bunch of cold air rushing around those tubs. So you've got the front plate that acts kind of as a baffled deflector to keep a bunch of cool ambient air from chasing around those tubs.
And a big question for me, being someone from the UK and someone that's always
kind of looked at Focus Cube and would want my room full of Focus Cube if I could in the UK. Now, if there was someone that would be interested in buying a huge order, i.e. a pallet or a crate to become a UK supplier, or would it be something that you can tell people to contact you and maybe you? That would be cool. Yeah, I mean, that would be really cool. We've had some guys, I mean, a lot of guys from, Australia. We've had some from the UK. A couple guys in Spain contact us, but it's just at the end of the day, it's going to have to be a large order. It's the only way you're going to be able to get it over there and make it cost
per
effective.
unit costs. The shipping is just
so you're gonna
astronomical.
Have to, know exactly what you want and what you think you're going to be able to resell, and it has to be a significant order to make it worth, their while too.
Yeah.
So it would be cool. I'd like to see them other places. We have a ton of overseas interest. It's just getting them there is the trick. I want to say, again, your products are beautiful. Thank you. Thanks for giving me and spending some time with me and going through stuff. So I want to say thank you both of you guys. It's been an absolute pleasure.
Yeah,
thank you. We appreciate it.
Yeah.
Where can people catch you if they want to find the products? Okay, you can, we're all over social media. So, Facebook, Instagram. We have a YouTube channel with about 400-something videos on it. Or if you want to just go to the website, it's focuscubehabitats.com. And you can just check out everything we have there and all the different options. And we also have a ton of different pages where you can, read through what we offer and why we do.
And options and stuff.
Yep, exactly. There's a ton on there. You can get lost.
Yeah,
so
you can
spend many an hour on the website.
Well, again, thank you very much. Guys, make sure you go check out the page. So put your orders through Focus Cube Habitats and show some support.
Thank you.
Right, guys, we've got the thornberries at Bill Stegall's. Catching some geckos. This is real life herping in the US. Thank you if you're still tuned in and you've watched the whole video. As discussed at the beginning of this video, the next episode we're going to be at Bill's. We're going to be having a tour of the whole facility, seeing his animals, having a chat with Bill. I'm super excited to get that video up. So if you are, make sure you're locked in. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe. Check me out on Instagram at CrypticChondros. And let's go. I'll see you at the next episode.